welcome to my channel. My name is Jesi and this is Crochet in Christ by Jess. This is just going to be a little bit of an introduction video to my channel, a little bit about who I am and what this channel is going to be, hopefully. So again, my name is Jesi and I am a mom of two and I have a full-time job and I have started a small crochet business. This YouTube channel it kind of makes me a little bit nervous. I've never done anything like this before or ever thought that I would do anything like this. So this is kind of out of my comfort zone. So bear with me as I learn the YouTube thing. So a little bit about my crochet history. So I learned how to crochet whenever I was 6 or 7. My grandmother taught me how to crochet. My grandmother taught me how to crochet and I don't remember doing it at all as a child. And then I started crocheting and knitting whenever I was in high school. I mean, I always had something with me that I was crocheting or I was knitting. I mean, all the time. I think it was around my junior or senior year. And then I put everything down, didn't touch anything. I still have a couple of my original crochet hooks and my knitting needles from way back then. And then and this is going to date me, but I didn't touch anything again for almost 20 years. And so that was January of last year of 2024. We had a little bit of snow and ice and we were a little snowed in. And so I decided, okay, well, I'm going to go find something, a little bit of a hobby to do to pass the time. And so I grabbed a crochet hook and some Barnett blanket yarn and I think it was kind of over. I made a blanket and then I went back and got more yarn and made another blanket, and then I went back and got some more yarn and made another blanket, and then I realized that I wanted to do something different because blankets take a little bit of a long time and I wanted something that was a little bit quicker, and that's whenever I kind of got introduced to the amigurumi world. And the only place that I knew of locally, and this is just me being reintroduced to crocheting, I didn't know what was out there, was Walmart. And then I love my Dollar Tree. So I was there one day and I noticed that they had yarn. Now granted, it was just the Just Premier. Yeah, it was the Premier Just Chenille. And then they've got some really good acrylic worsted weight, but I don't have any around me, that I ended up making a chevron blanket and a little lovey for my cousin, but I think that was a little bit later. So let's back up a little bit. So in February, I found that Premier yarn at the dollar store, and I realized that you could make plushies. So I bought a pattern and I made my niece, I'm gonna try to figure out how to put a picture over here somewhere of it, but I made her a little giraffe for her birthday. And I think that kind of like catapulted me into the amigurumi world, because I bought pattern after pattern and I was learning. But remember, I was learning how to do that with this Premier Chenille, and let me just tell you, that was difficult. But then I realized that I could use that burlap blanket, and that kind of helped. that changed the game just a little bit, so that was nice. And then, so yeah, I think I just crocheted nonstop, just learning everything I could, learning about the crochet community really too. So I made an Instagram way back then. I think it was like in March or April that I made the Instagram, but I didn't really put a whole lot of effort into it. It was more of me exploring the community and learning more about crocheting. And that's where I got introduced to markets. Didn't know that was a thing either. And I just realized, I just enjoyed it, but I had all of these things that I had made, and granted, they went to most of my kids, and my kids take some to school. Can't tell you how many. I've actually got a list right here of requests for my kids in their school, and I think that's so sweet that they want to share that with people, and I'm all excited to be able to do that. But my daughter's always sneaking things off that I've given them to her friends at school. But anyways, I digress. So that introduced me to markets, and I wanted to try it out. So in October of last year, I did my first market. That was an experience. It was an experience. I drove 2 hours because I didn't know any markets locally. So I drove 2 hours to something. I think maybe we had four or five people come to my booth for the entire time. And thank goodness for my vendor neighbors, because if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't have sold barely anything. But I also think that gave me the bug, because I immediately signed up for 2 more in November and 1 in December. And the 2 in November were great. I had a great time in both of those. The first one in November got me 3 commission items. So thank you so much for those people who did the commission items. And then the other one, it was just so much fun. Like, that was the first one that I did the little mystery boxes, and there's these little middle schoolers that kept coming in and kept buying them, and it was fun seeing the joy. I think that's one of the things that I like so much of not only the markets but making the things, is seeing the joy that others experience. And that's probably my favorite part. And knowing that I made that and they could have that joy, it's just, I love it. And so then I had another one in December, and then that kind of wrapped up the year. But no, I had that market in December, and then I had the 3 commission items in December, and I'm gonna put all 3 of those over here somehow if I can figure it out. And those were so much fun. Those were I had never made any of those before, and I just had so much fun making them. And those are going to go into my. I plan on making all of those again to have at my booth, but I've just got to get the time to do it. So that's a little bit of the history about crochet for me, and a little bit about me. So my plan, for this channel is to, it's kind of an experiment for me to see, to see what I can do with it, to see if I enjoy doing it, and to see if, to see what it can grow into. I also would like to use this to reach out to other crocheters, hookers, crocheters, to reach out to them, and to hopefully give people ideas the way that they have given me ideas, because that's one of my favorite things to watch. To watch some of the makes and the patterns. Those are my favorite, because I've discovered so many patterns that I want to try just from that alone. And so thank you for all of those who do that. So that's gonna be one of the things that I want to do, is to show some of the things that I've done that I like, that I don't like, that sort of thing. And maybe have like in a year to do kind of a yearly recap. And I'd like to just my journey, just my crochet journey this year, to see what I can do. So for the year of 2025, my plans are to sign up for 1 market a month at least. I've got 2 in February, and no, I have 1 in February and 2 in March, and one of them in March, just to kind of make up for the 1 in January that I didn't do, because there's not a whole lot around here that anybody really does for markets in January. And so that's one of the goals of mine. And then another one was to start an Etsy shop, and then set up a website. So I've already done the Etsy shop, so if you want to, go check it out. It's also Crochet in Christ by Jess. I've just got a couple of things up, but if you want any custom orders, you could probably reach out to me from there, or you can reach out to me at my Instagram, which is also Crochet in Christ by Jess. And I'm just so excited. I'm so excited to hopefully be able to reach other people and be able to share my crochet joy with everybody. And so that's kind of my goals for my small business. And then my channel is just to kind of share the journey of what all this is going to be, and to connect. But that's pretty much it. This is me, and this is Crochet in Christ by Jess. And oh no, one more thing I wanted to talk to you about. So if you can't tell by my name of my small business, it's Crochet in Christ, I am a Christian, and I am very proud about that. You do not have to be a Christian to be here. You do not have to have faith to be here. This is a this is a way for us to connect as a crochet community. But I do plan on having another plan for this channel is to have like faith-based playlists and to talk about my love of Jesus, and then maybe do some Bible studies. I don't know what I'm going to do there, but there is going to be a plan on that side of it. I've made 2 Bible studies. I think one of them, they're Bible study journals, because I would do Bible studies and then I would go and then make a journal entry for myself. So I combined those 2. I like them, but I do think that they have some, I'm probably going to edit them some. You can actually, if you're interested in those, you can go find them on Amazon. I'll put the links in below. And then I have a Bible study journal planner that I'm working on, that I've been working on for a few months, that I've kind of put the back burner whenever I started doing all the crochet things, that I'm hoping to also launch this year. So once that happens, then I say launch, publish. Once I get that all started, I hope to share that with you guys as well. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you made it all the way here, please like and subscribe so then you can see my next uploads. But yeah, I'm just really excited to start this and see where it goes. So hopefully I'll see y'all next time. All right, thanks. God bless.